Over 1,000 years after the War of Wills, in the year 938 BCE, the dreadnought, controlled by the San'Shyuum reformists, arrives on the world of Ulgathon, where they encounter the species that had colonized it, the Sangheili. Much like the Stoics who had exiled the reformists, the Sangheili forbade tampering with any foreigner technology. The reformists then sent a delegation to meet with the leader of the Sangheili colony, the arbiter known as Vema Togad, informing him of their intention to excavate foreigner artifacts. In response, the arbiter sent the severed heads of the delegation back to the dreadnought, an unambiguous declaration of war. The War of Beginnings had begun. In the event known as the Desecration of Ulgathon, the Sangheili put up a courageous struggle against the reformists in their dreadnought. Against the dreadnought, however, it wasn't enough, and the reformists swiftly razed Ulgathon and later Cottesfold, laying waste to entire Sangheili colonies and slaughtering millions. The Sangheili would lay a trap for the dreadnought on Cottesfold, using ship boring machines that allowed skilled Sangheili infiltration teams to board the ship. The Sangheili were able to kill many reformists before being repulsed. The war would drag on for 86 years. On the ground, the Sangheli's unmatched martial discipline and skill easily defeated the San'Shyuum. But in space, the reformists reigned supreme in their dreadnought, the Sangheili warships unable to even damage the mighty keyship that so effortlessly sliced through their fleets and decimated their worlds, getting closer and closer to Sanghelios, the Sangheili homeworld. Forced to abandon their principles in the face of the superior firepower of the reformist keyship, an underground group of Sangheili scientists began using foreigner technology to improve their own, and through these efforts were finally able to begin to halt the dreadnought's relentless advance. Observing the Sangheili's martial power, and concerned that other species may have similar martial skill in later expeditions, the majority of reformists pushed for a ceasefire. However, their leader, Pervading Stone, enraged and wishing to exterminate the Sangheili, took the dreadnought to Sanghelios, laying waste to large swaths of the planet's surface. In the closing years of the war, the Sangheili finally used their new weapons to overwhelm and disable the keyship, bringing it down on the moon of Suban. Pushed to the absolute breaking point, one of the reformists' commanders, Breaking Shadow, finally led a coup d'etat against Pervading Stone in 855 BCE. Finally, in 852 BCE, Breaking Shadow would lead a delegation to meet with the Sangheili's leader, Pelasar the Strident. Both sides forged a tenuous truce. Finally, both species agreed to unite together for mutual survival, with the San'Shyuum taking the role of theocrats, while the Sangheili would serve as their protectors and military. The writ of union would seal this alliance in perpetuity, and so began the Covenant.